Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. From inside the 10, here he comes. Bulldozes his way through. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
How about that play? Yeah, that was a great job by the return man, but how about the execution and the blocking? Everybody getting a hat on a hat. They set up that return perfectly. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Boston College's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy?
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week, and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Boston College right back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught, and he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fitted in a tight window. He'll come out throwing on first down. He finds his man. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
It's first down from the 11. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss. That is a statement play.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Pitts. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. ended with a field goal. The kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play in positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They're testing the right side here.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cuse.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Boston College, 3.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Feeling some heat. A little screen to the running back. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now, from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Boston College wants to play fast. Back to pass, it's Pitts. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
The Golden Eagles are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure than their offense ball when they walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
He's going to pass on second down. Caught. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Orange will have to punt. And they'll mark it down at the 30.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The lone back's got it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are too...
Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires toward the target. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Boston College right back to the line. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. To throw, it's Pitts. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. Touchdown, Boston College. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They move the tight end all over. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He lets it fly. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
If at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the 1st half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
He's not afraid to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football.
Boston College wants to play fast.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Boston College! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Okay, tight end, he does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being...
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
Number 19.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Syracuse, 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're working that left side. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over. Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Boston College right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to... And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
28.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a little off. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep their foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds on the sidelines.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Syracuse right back at it. Bully ball on third and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. He'll throw it. Works the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. This Boston College offense has it working. Going up top on first down. Finds his target down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. They turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw it again. Buying some time. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
41, Syracuse, 36.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Boston College wants to play fast. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Get set.
Dropping back, it's Pitts. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Syracuse! Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th.
42, Boston College, 41.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Comes out throwing on first down. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Fires to the big fella. Discards a man. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
First down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Now adjusting. On the move at the 30. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
They'll keep it on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Hold on just a second, guys.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That was a clutch field goal, and now the pressure goes to the other side. Can they stop them from getting into field goal range to win it? The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to stink for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.